He'll drop the ball carrier for a 1-yard loss. That'll make it third.
So if you're just joining us, Delsea received the opening kickoff and went out of bounds. 2 runs moved the chains, but a false start penalty and a tackle for a loss. Back up the Crusaders behind midfield now. To rear, Jimmy Reardon under center. He's going to hand off to Russo. He's going to fake the handoff, get to the left side. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Gets past the original line of scrimmage and then some. As it looked like Reardon handed it off to Dan Russo up the middle, but kept it himself and got a gain of about 8 yards on that play.
Able to pick up a decent chunk on the play.
4th and medium, and here comes the punt unit as Eric Grant will be set back to punt for Delsea, and for Cedar Creek, Frenchman Bethea back deep to receive. Grant's punt is up and away. It's a high punt, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, as it was telling the line of a coffin corner punt or a touchback, and the ball does end up in the end zone. So Bethea lets it roll, and Cedar Creek, quarterback by Timber Creek transfer Riley Hoffaker, get ready to take over on their own 20-yard line.
Pirates will now take over at their own 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Hoffaker drops back, fires to the left side, has a man, it's caught by Bethea. Bethea makes man miss. It's going to be drugged down well after the line to gain.
Pass intended for and caught by number 4, Junior Bethea.
So Bethea from Hoffaker, huge gain there.
By Crusaders defender, ultimately brought down at the 34-yard line, but not before.
Gain of 14 on the play.
1st down!
So a fresh set of downs now. Hoffaker hands off in the backfield, spins it at the tackle. That is Kai Stoner.
Ball's handed off to number 5, Kai Stoner. Finds himself moving laterally along the line of scrimmage. No hole opens up. Forced out of bounds by number 20, Quincy Matthews. Does manage to gain 2.
Short gain for Stoner there, gain of about 2. Hoffaker fires right side, quick play, caught, and going to be brought down short of the line of gain is Darius Benjamin. Now for Cedar Creek, their last game against Triton, no Amir Dunbar, their bell cow back, but he is suited up here tonight, but Stoner does take the original handoff for Cedar Creek. Hoffaker fires right side. It's complete. And Benjamin gets past the 1st down marker and a good amount with it.
Once again caught by number 3, Darius Benjamin. This time he is able to evade the defender and pick up a couple of extra yards after catch. It'll be a 5-yard gain brought down at the 48-yard line. And that'll be good enough for Cedar Creek. 1st down!
So 3rd down conversion early here for Cedar Creek gives the Pirates some momentum as they are just short of midfield, the 48-yard line. Hoffaker hands off to Stoner. Stoner tries to find some space, still on his feet, and It seems like
Ball's handed off to number 5.
Stoner was going to be
Ty
swallowed up
Stoner.
in the backfield, but somehow found a crease, got free, and gained a couple of
Running
yards.
As he looks for a lane up the middle. Manages to pick up 4 yards on the carry. That'll make it 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6 now after the Kai Stoner 4-yard run. Hofker drops back. Pass is tipped up and incomplete. Tried to set up a screen there, but was sniffed out there by the Delsea defensive line. So it brings up 3rd down now after the incompletion.
The ball is tipped by number 56, Jonathan Harris.
So that pass was tipped by Savion Higgins. Sorry,
3rd and 6.
Savion Higgs. My apologies on the tipped pass there. Third and 6 now for Cedar Creek. Hofker drops back, looks right, steps up in the pocket, going to be dropped. Gains a yard though as he avoids the sack and gets a positive yard of about 2.
Number 2, Riley
Crisis
Hofker
averted
drops
there
back
as
to pass.
it looked like
Find an open receiver. He
Hofker
decided
was
keep it
surely to be
himself.
sacked, but he stepped up in the pocket, got a couple
Not
of
much room to
yards.
run there as he's brought
But
down
here
by
comes the
number
punt
4,
unit for Cedar
Joel
Creek
Anderson.
as Kenai Rowe is back to punt
On to punt
for Cedar
the
Creek.
Pirates, number 9, Kenai Rowe.
Rowe's punt is up and away. Down the seam, going to be caught. And practically going nowhere is the Crusader return team. So both teams trade punts.
For the Crusaders, number 22, Milo Gebert.
Milo Gebert there, the return man for Delsea.
Line, but not much room to run.
So Crusaders take over
all over
on their own 22-yard line.
Here at what looks like the 22-yard line, it'll be 1st down.
Both defenses holding steady early. Anderson in motion, looks like a little bit of too much motion on the lines. False start on Delsea, pushes them back 5 yards.
False start on Delsea. That'll back them up 5 yards from the original line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 15 now.
17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15.
Reardon under center with Russo in the backfield. Anderson, one of the H-backs, as Anderson takes the handoff at the left side. Has a crease still on his feet. Anderson gets past the original line of scrimmage and a whole lot more with it. Big run there from Joel Anderson.
Ball is handed off to number 4, Joel Anderson. Anderson able to pick up 11 yards on the carry. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 now after the big run from Joel Anderson. About 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. Reardon fakes the handoff, takes himself up the left side. Reardon's got a crease. He's got the 1st down and a whole lot more with it. He's going to be pushed out of bounds eventually at about the 50-yard line. Looks like that's where they'll mark him.
Snap taken by number 12, Jimmy Reardon. Decides to keep it himself, looking for some room off the left side.
I'm going to say he stepped out a whole lot before
able to pick up a sizable gain on the play.
50-yard line. So they're going to be marked at the Delsea 45.
The Cedars will resume their drive here from the 45-yard line. It'll be first down.
So a new set of downs now for Delsea after the big run by Jimmy Reardon. Reardon hands off up the middle. Taken in by, it looks like, Milo Gebhard. Sorry, that's number 32.
32, Alex Grippo.
That's Alex Grippo.
Grippo able to force his way forward for a
gain of about 4
play. Ultimately,
from Grippo.
Brought down by number 55, Mandel Pettiford Jr. And that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 now for Delsea. Reardon hands off to Anderson up the left side. Anderson gets the first down. Tough running, as it looked like he broke free of a tackle and then eventually lunged forward for the first down.
Able to knife his way through the Cedar Creek defense.
So Delsea is across midfield now for the second time tonight.
Makes it to the second level and eventually brought down by number 6, Jawan McIntosh Ward.
New set of downs now as the Crusaders are starting to find somewhat of an offensive rhythm now. Reardon hands off to Russo up the middle. Here goes Dan Russo. Russo drags a couple defenders with him, and a huge run there from Dan Russo. Drug about almost the whole defensive front 7 with them at the second level and grabbed a first down along with it.
Russo finds some room right up the middle of the defense. Ultimately brought down at the 27-yard line.
So the Crusaders now on the Cedar Creek 27-yard line after the big run by Dan Russo. Russo on the handoff again. No, it's Jimmy Reardon. He keeps it. Reardon up the left side. Gets the first down, a whole lot more with it. Reardon had me fooled. I thought Russo was dropped in the backfield.
Reardon takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Sprints around the left side. Once again, Crusaders.
Another first down on that run there from Jimmy Reardon.
And getting to the second level.
And have an official's timeout of sort.
Down at the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 once again.
As it looks like we have an injury timeout for an injured Crusader.
Looks like we have an injury timeout on the field.
It's number 66, CJ6, down for Delsea.
All right, let's offer a round of applause as the Delsea player makes his way off of the field under his own power.
6 able to walk off under his own power. That's a good sign.
Delsea will resume their drive here from the
Crusaders
15-yard line.
Now resume their offensive
Just under 30
possession now after the injury timeout.
It'll be 1st and 10.
As it looks like as the clock winds down, I'm assuming Delsea will run a play here. They will. will. It's a handoff to Russo up the left side. Russo short gain, and time will run out on the first quarter as Russo gains 2 yards on the play. We will head to the second quarter. That one pretty much flew by there, the first 12 minutes of the game, as Delsea usually has their name of the game, leading the clock, as we'll head to the second quarter of play with Delsea in the red zone, as we are tied scoreless, 0-0.
But I'm piped up. See that boy right there? He piped up. See that girl right there? She piped up. Pipe it 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 up. I walk in the club just to pipe it up. I stand on the stage and I pipe it up. Get a regular, hype it up. I bend up and I pipe it up. 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 I walk in the club just to pipe it up. I stand on the stage and I pipe it up. Get a regular, hype it up. I bend up and I pipe it up. 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 I walk in the club just to pipe it up.
We are back now. The second quarter play is getting ready to get underway here as Delsea starts off the second quarter in the red zone and fairly deep into Cedar Creek territory.
To resume their drive at the 14-yard line, 2nd and 8.
Grippo in motion across the middle. Reardon hands off to Russo up the middle. Nope, Reardon keeps it. Here goes Jimmy Reardon. He gets in untouched for the touchdown. Jimmy Reardon had everybody fooled and finds his way into the end zone from 14 yards out for the touchdown.
A running lane off the right tackle. Goes into the end zone virtually untouched for the touchdown.
So Delsea takes an early lead on the Jimmy Reardon touchdown. The extra point is set to be booted here by Aeneas Tavella. Tavella's kick is up and it is good.
And the kick is up.
So Delsea takes a 7-0 lead here in the second quarter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we have a break in the action, we'd like to take a moment to give a shout out to our tremendous sponsors. Angelic Health, Hospice and Palliative Care. Contact Amber Smith at Angelic Health for all your hospice and palliative care needs. Gennaro's Italian Grill and Pizzeria, big sponsor every year, donating a large tray of pasta for all our team dinners. And our snack stand pizza is from Gennaro's, so if you like what you get over there, you might want to grab a pie for later on tonight. Crossroads Bar and Grill, wear your Creek gear on Fridays and get 10% off on game days. And Enroll VIP Insurance, employee benefits, administration, health insurance, voluntary benefits, and much, much more. Enroll VIP Insurance.
So after the Jimmy Reardon touchdown, Logan Cordero on to send this one back deep here to Cedar Creek. Short little squib kick taken in and going to be downed immediately by Kai Stoner.
Short kickoff here by Delsea.
So Cedar Creek takes the 3 yards there on the short kick.
Kai Stoner. He'll go down immediately.
And the Pirates will take over at their own 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line where the Pirates will take over, it'll be first down.
Hofker under center. Tosses to Benjamin on the left side. Benjamin tries to find some room. And he's going to get to the get to the line of scrimmage, I think. They're going to say that's all he got there on the play. Benjamin tried to find some room there, but to no avail.
He stopped at the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 10 now after Darius Benjamin was stuffed at the line of scrimmage on the toss. Hofker in the shotgun now with trips to his right side. Hofker fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Looking for Guyon King.
Number 2, Riley Hofker drops back to pass.
Had him open.
8, Gian King over the middle.
But could not connect.
A little long. Called incomplete. And that'll make it 3rd and 10.
Anybody scored? Anybody scored? Who scored?
Delsea.
What's the score?
7-0. Hofker drops back, fires over the middle. It is over the head of King again and incomplete. Same play there. It was set up pretty much wide open there as Hofker just barely put it out of reach for King.
King over the middle. Unable to make the connection. So ball incomplete. The Pirates will be forced to punt here on.
So the punt unit takes the field after the 3 and out by Cedar Creek.
On to punt.
And Kenai Rowe on the punt.
For the Crusaders, number 22,
Milo Gebbard back to receive. Gebbard lets it roll. Takes a decent bounce, going to be downed at, it looks like the Delsea 34.
It takes a nice Cedar Creek roll into Crusader territory. Eventually down at the 34-yard line by the kicking team. Delsea will take over. It'll be 1st and 10.
So here comes the Delsea offense after the defense forced a 3 and out. Reardon takes the handoff himself up the middle. Short gain. Gain of about 4. Gain of 5, actually.
About a 4-yard gain on the play. I think it's 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 5 on the play. The 5-yard run by Jimmy Reardon. Hand off to Alex Grippa up the near sideline.
Not live. Press mute on all the audio. All right, what you do is go to the wheel.
Go
to the wheel.
Gain of 1 there from Alex Grippo.
Yeah, go to the wheel.
Looking to stretch this one out to the left
Go
side.
to your all the way to your left. Stream. Click on stream.
Led by number 6.
No. Up at the top, the clouded window, the box. No.
Crusaders do manage to gain about 1 yard on the play.
I can't see it. Go to the left, that little cloud logo, click on there. Right.
3rd
right
and
in there.
About 5 now.
Go create broadcast. Can you click on that?
Some early movement up front.
Are you still live? Is the blue button still lit up?
It is, but he was trying to set up a new line.
Yeah, you can't do it because the system thinks that you're live. You got to stop the live. You're not live, but stop it.
False start there on Delsea. Back him up 5 yards. Make that 3rd and 10 now.
Go to the wheel. Do the same thing you just did.
And I'll make it 3rd and 10.
Hold on. Hold on.
The Crusaders
Complete.
backed
Press
up
complete.
now at the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage.
I'll take care of the rest once y'all get up and live. All right, go. Yep, go through. Do the exact same thing what you just did. Create a broadcast. Type in there what.
So the Crusaders now with 3rd and 10. Anderson on the motion. Grippo in the handoff. Grippo gets a couple of yards. Not many, and the Cedar Creek defense comes up big there.
That ball handed off to number 32, Alex Grippo.
All right, now go to.
Pirates.
So the punt unit will take the field for Delsea.
He meets number 6,
All right,
McIntosh Ward in the hole.
Did you create it?
So Eric Grant on the punt for Delsea, and Frenchman Bethea
All right.
on to
All right,
receive
so go right there.
for Cedar Creek.
Close that. Close it out. Exit out.
Crusaders, number 1, Eric Grant.
Grant's kick is up and away. Bethea will field it up the far sideline.
Anybody in there
Bethea
can monitor
cuts
the live
back.
with their phone. It'll tell you if you're up or not.
And is going to be brought down at the Cedar Creek 25.
At about the 27-yard line. That should be a loss of about 2 yards from where he caught it at.
It's saying that you guys might be live. Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure. All right, it's up. It's up. Everything's up.
25-yard line, it'll be first down.
So Cedar Creek
Hold on.
now after forcing a punt.
No. That was stream 2.
Take over
that
at
was
their
stream
own
2 minutes
25.
Ago. Y'all were up live. Hold on. All right, is it 19-0?
Hofker hands off up the middle.
All right, y'all are up.
And Benjamin going to be dropped after a gain of about 2. So Darius Benjamin
All right.
found a couple of yards there.
Number 3, Darius Benjamin. Not a ton of room to run, but does manage to pick up 2 yards on the play. I think it's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 now for Cedar Creek after the short run by Darius Benjamin.
All right, Chris, I'm here with you. I'm sorry I had to help troubleshoot over at Camden. I'm not, so had to try to do it through FaceTime and the band's playing music.
It's hard being 2 places at once.
Yeah, it definitely is. But it looks like we should be up on both streams right now. So
2nd and 8, Hofker fires. It is tipped and almost intercepted. Milo Gebhard got a piece of that one as that pass was intended for Darius Benjamin on the fake screen. Looked like Benjamin was running sort of a post or some kind of skinny post there, and creative play, but Gebhard snipped it out.
yeah, good play, really good play.
So 3rd and 8 now after the incompletion.
And that'll make it 3rd and 8.
See what Coach James Melody has drawn up here. This 3rd and 8 now for the Pirates.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot here. The score is 7-0. It's not popping up on the screen. I'll work on it afterwards as we get an incomplete pass.
Hofker's pass to the left side is incomplete. That was intended for,
Number 2, Riley Hoffaker drops back to pass.
looks like Jameer Campfield, number 1.
Number 1, Jameer Campfield. Unable to make the
So another 3 and out for Cedar Creek.
That'll make it 4th and 8.
And Kenai Rowe
Number 9.
ready to send this one back deep to Milo Gebhard here.
Back deep to receive for the Crusaders, number 22, Milo Gebhard.
Rowe's kick is a low line drive one. Takes a couple of bounces and will be downed at, it looks like, the Delsea 36-yard line.
Cedar Creek once again the beneficiary of a nice roll. That punt landed about at the 45-yard line. Rolled an extra 10 yards down eventually at the 36. Crusaders will take over. It'll be first down.
It's the Crusaders now back on offense after forcing a 3 and out. Reardon hands off up the middle. Gets to the left side is Joe Anderson. Anderson takes the stretch play for about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, overall, Cedar Creek's been playing pretty good defense here, kind of getting Delsea in some 3 and outs, and then Delsea defense as well has been playing really well. Looks like it's going to be one of those nights, Chris.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for Cedar Creek, offensively, they've had some plays opened up, but they're about a couple inches short, whether it be, you know, looking for a crease on the run play or Hofker just barely having the ball out of reach from his receivers. Anderson on the motion here. Reardon hands off to Russo up the right side. Russo going to be drugged down at about the first down marker. So looks like they're going to move the chains. They are. Physical run there from Dan Russo. Picked up a first down for Delsea.
Not sure if you spoke about just the change that Delsea's come into the last couple of games coming into the season. They're getting back into state championship form like they were last year. So it's a little bit tricky game. They're coming in facing Cedar Creek, but they've gone back to their old traditional offense, and it's paying off for them.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned Sal Marquez back on the sideline for Delsea. Looks like a delay of game here for Delsea. Speaking of, the offense says to begin the season with first-year head coach Jason Volpe, they were running that spread offense, but it was fairly quarterback run heavy and, you know, handed off to Rousseau and Reardon. They're taking off about, 15, 20 carries a game each. But now with Coach Marquez back on the sideline, it seems like the Crusaders are just picking up where they left off. As obviously the record for Delsea is not the whole entire story of the season. Coming in as the 7th seed. The, I guess, quote-unquote, seeding-wise, upset win over Burlington Township last week. And now they're on the road here at Cedar Creek this week for a spot in the Central Jersey Group 3 Finals as Reardon fakes a hand off to Russo. Reardon got room up the right side. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 12, Jimmy Reardon takes the snap.
Gain about 6 on the play.
Able to find a little bit of room off the right side as he manages to pick up 6 yards on the play.
Obviously, these brackets have a lot of schools traveling fairly far distances, as the other side of this bracket, Ocean City, had to travel about 2 hours up to Somerville. In the other half of the Central Jersey Group 3 bracket, the other semifinal.
Yeah, I watched. He's got to go. They tricked me on that one. I thought he was going up the middle with it.
So how it gone.
But yeah, it's similar to some other states. I know down south, they travel. You know, it's normal for them to travel 2 hours, 3 hours for a playoff game. So I know it's a little bit different for us here in New Jersey because we haven't really experienced that. You know, for what is this, the second year of the statewide? It's the third year of the statewide. Finals. No, last year was the first state champions, right?
Yeah, second year.
2. Okay, second year. I get them confused, but we haven't been doing it for a very, very long time. So with that, brings up, you know, it's going to take people a little bit of time to get adjusted to it.
Number 12, Jimmy Reardon decides to keep it. Goes with the option pitch to number 1, Eric Grant.
Eric
But
Grant
number 1, Jameer Canfield.
gains maybe a yard on that one on the speed option.
He brings down the ball carrier.
So 4th down now. Coach Marquez looks like it's 4-down territory for the Crusaders. Anderson motions into the backfield. And Coach Volpe, Jason Volpe, will call timeout and presumably bring the punt unit on the field after the Pirates don't bite on the hard count.
That'll be their first charge timeout of the first half. And while we have a break in the action, we'd like to give some additional shout-outs to our amazing sponsors. Huge shout-out to Luxury Tattoos, professional tattoos, piercing, microblading, and more. Hit up Luxury Tattoo for all your tattoo and piercing.
A lot of 6 p.m. starts around South Jersey and all around New Jersey tonight, pretty much.
They handle estate planning, estate administration, and legal planning for the elderly.
Scores will be rolling in throughout the night. So we'll touch on those throughout the night as we get more scores rolling in from all around South Jersey.
Yeah, 2:21 remaining on the clock here.
Grant, high, booming punt. And it's going to go out of bounds. But a skyscraping punt there from Eric Grant. And no shortage of punts here tonight if you're a big fan of special teams. As combined,
Pirates will look to get something going here with just a couple minutes left in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10.
6 punts between both teams so far, and the only drive that didn't end in a punt was the Jimmy Reardon touchdown run to start the second quarter on the first play of the second quarter, as Cedar Creek going to take over on their own 15 after the punt by Eric Grant. The Pirates are deep in their own territory. Hofker looks down the left sideline and out of reach. Had a man, but incomplete as he was looking for Jameer Campfield.
Yeah, just a little bit out of reach for him. Had what they wanted, was able to get the ball in there, but just a little bit overthrown. 2:06 on the clock. Sure, Delsea, Cedar Creek is trying to get some points on the board before going into the half.
They will get the ball to start the second half, though, as well. As Hofker going to fire over to the right sideline for Darius Benjamin. Benjamin breaks off the tackle, still stays in bounds. And his forward progress was stopped for a positive gain. Gain of about 6 on the play. Getting about 7 actually moved up an extra yard.
8 yards on the play. I don't think it's 3rd and 2.
So, shifty movement there from Darius Benjamin picks up a couple extra yards. And 3rd and short now for Cedar Creek. Hofker fakes the handoff, fires to the right side. It's caught. And past the first down marker.
And caught by number 8, Gian King.
Gian King on the catch.
Fight his way loose, but ultimately brought down by the Crusader defense.
And looks like Cedar Creek will call timeout. Stop the clock. That is their first timeout of the first half. They have 2 more remaining as they trail 7-0 with a minute 15 left here to play in the second quarter.
Timeout on the field. That'll be Cedar Creek's first charge timeout of the first half. umpires to look to resume their drive here with a minute.
So a fresh set of downs now after the first down from Gian King. Hofker drops back, faces the pressure from the blind side. He's going to be sacked in the backfield by 56 for Delsea. That is big Jonathan Harris, one of Delsea's prized throwers in the field section of track and field, and one of the havoc wreakers on the D-line.
Yeah, 50 seconds and running here. That's one thing that you can't do is take a sack right now while you're trying to move the ball downfield to get a score. It's going to bring up 2nd and long, 40 and running on 2nd down.
Hofker drops back, has to step up in the pocket, going to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Gains a couple of yards with it.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining. Little bit long routes here. It's taking a little bit of time to develop. I think, Delsea is kind of prepared for that. They're kind of dropping back into that zone. Looks like they're running kind of a quarters type defense where they're trying to keep everything in front of them and just rally to the ball. So they got to kind of catch them off guard. Delsea's kind of used to playing the Camdens and teams like that they've played over the last couple of years in the playoffs. So when it comes to passing, obvious passing situations, they're definitely used to it. So it looks like they're going to go to like a cover 3 sky type defense right now.
Hofker on the play action, fires downfield, has Darius Benjamin's up in the air and caught, but out of bounds. Ball was up there for a while, and Benjamin came down with it, but well out of bounds. So incomplete, and the clock will stop with 22.4 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Able to reel in the catch, but out of bounds.
Brings up 4th and very long. And the punt unit will take the field for Cedar Creek as Kenai Rowe will get ready to send this one away back to Milo Gebbard. Gebbard takes it in, going to be dropped in his tracks. Short of midfield. Looks like he'll be down at about the 48-yard line of Delsea.
45-yard line, but number 5, Ty Stoner.
Looks like there was a flag back there.
Drop him for just a gain of about 3 on the return. There is a flag down on the play.
Not sure what the flag is, though. Looks like a penalty against Cedar Creek. So it'll back up the Cedar Creek defense and move up the Delsea offense.
Like the penalty was deemed to be against Cedar Creek.
So Delsea will take over on the Cedar Creek, about the Cedar Creek 47.
Delsea will take over here at the 43-yard line.
Sorry, the 43. As Reardon takes the hand up the right side, gets the first down, a whole lot more with it. As I thought right there, Dan Russo had the ball.
Yeah, dangerous situation right now. 14 seconds on the clock. Closer to 15, 14.9, but dangerous situation right here. Cedar Creek back against the wall. Have to keep them out of the end zone. You don't want them to go up 14 points because we all know Delsea, once they get that opportunity to hold on to the ball, we saw last week they had a 7-minute drive against Burlington Township. So you definitely want to not allow them to get in front of you. You want Delsea to kind of chase you. If they have to chase you, that now they're doing things that they typically don't want to do. But it's a big possession here. 15 seconds is a lot of time to score from where they are on the field.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Delsea not a very pass-heavy team. Seems like they throw maybe just about 10 passes all year. And right now, I mean, how many yards are you getting on each play? It seems like they don't really need to pass.
Well, you got to watch for the waggle, and you got to watch for boot, because they will throw it when you're not expecting it. Right
Speaking
now.
of, here it comes. Reardon
Backside.
fires. It is incomplete. Looking for Grant.
Really good defense.
Number 1, Eric Grant.
Looks like that was number 8, Gian King, in coverage.
Yeah, really good defense. But, you know, that's not their strong suit, but they will surprise you with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick reminder as we approach halftime, the snack stand is open.
9.2 seconds left to play here before halftime.
Tacos, chips, beverages, whatever you need. Also, please be reminded that there is no
9 seconds on the clock.
premises if you decide to leave. So please, if you would like to stay at
Looks
the
like
game,
Delsea will try and find a
please do
way on the
not leave
scoreboard
outside
before
the
half
perimeter
here.
of the
Is
stadium.
double reverse here as Joel Anderson takes the handoff up the right side. Took the handoff from Grippo. And Anderson is short of the first down marker, but a timeout for Delsea.
Anderson picks up about 8 yards on the play.
2.9 seconds left here before halftime.
That'll make it 3rd and 2. We have another timeout on the field as Delsea has taken their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
Smaller scores around South Jersey. Washington Township leads Cherry East 14-0 in the Central Jersey Group 5 semifinals. Rancocas Valley leads Hillsborough, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Hillsborough 14-7 after one. Holy Spirit leads Donovan Catholic 21-0 right before halftime in the non-public B bracket. Shalleck takes a 20-6 lead over Paulsboro in the I'm pretty sure that's the South Jersey Group 1 bracket. Third and short now, and Cedar Creek will call timeout.
Appears we have another timeout on the field. This time it'll be Cedar Creek's second charge timeout of the first half.
Atlantic City and Cherokee. Atlantic City's up 14-3 in the South Jersey Group 5 bracket, if I'm not mistaken.
Seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Russo takes the halfback pass, looking downfield. It is incomplete.
Going to get a flag down.
Delsea tries a little bit of trickery here.
Looks like it's probably going to be like a legal man downfield.
Quite possibly, as both sides are getting ready for halftime.
Looks to throw it into the end zone. Ball's incomplete. Flag down on the play is on Delsea.
Russo was looking for Grant there, and with that, the incompletion and penalty on Delsea. That will send us to halftime as Delsea leads 7-0 over Cedar Creek here in the Central Jersey Group 3 semifinals.
We're going to get set to get the second half of this football game kicked off.
We are back here in the second half.
Logan Cordero on to kick off for the Crusaders.
We are back here in the second half of play between Cedar Creek and Delsea here in the Central Jersey Group 3 Finals. Cedar Creek gonna receive the ball here to start the second half as Delsea leads 7-0 here. Short line drive kick from Delsea's Cordero. Bethea takes it in, makes a man miss, puts his foot in the ground, got a seam, tries to break free from a tackle, but a pretty good return nonetheless from Frenchman Bethea.
That kickoff is fielded by
And the Pirates will take over at their own 34-yard line. Start the second half here.
At the 15-yard line.
Yeah, pretty good return there. Puts them close to midfield.
19 yards on the return. Brought down by the kicking team at the 34-yard line. The Pirates will take over. It'll be first down.
So with the Pirates trailing 7-0 here to start, I'd imagine Coach James Melody going to try and find some sort of groove here after they were forced to punt last go around. Hofker looks to his left, fires. It's incomplete. Had Darius Benjamin, but Benjamin cannot haul it in. So 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion as Benjamin was leaking out of the backfield.
Yeah, he was flying out of the backfield right there. Like to see him slow that down a little bit, be able to get the ball out in open space against one of those nickel backs or outside linebackers.
Delsea brings in a wing now in the backfield. Hofker looks over to the left side, almost intercepted. There is a flag on the play, though. I guess they might say he might have hit the receiver too early. We'll see what the flag is. So it's thrown by the far side judge on the sideline. And they're going to say it is pass interference on Delsea. So they said the DB there got there a little too early.
Huge penalty as the officials will mark it off 15 yards from the previous spot.
Yeah, he actually timed it. He could have jumped it and had a pick six, but got there a little early.
Here's Amir Dunbar. He's in for the first time in this playoffs, as he didn't play last game around. Not sure what the reason was, possibly rest or possible some sort of injury there as he was nursing, but Pirates handled business nonetheless. A 4-yard gain there from Dunbar in his first carry of the postseason.
The Pirates creep into Crusaders territory.
Second and 6. Dunbar on the carry again up the left side. Finds a small seam, cuts through it. Gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Handoff once again goes to number 7, Amir Dunbar. This time he manages to pick up just 1 yard on the carry. Now make it 3rd and 5.
It's about 3rd and 5 now, coming up for Cedar Creek after the back-to-back runs by Amir Dunbar. Imagine this is possible 4-down territory for Coach Melody. I'm not too sure, though. We'll see. Is empty backfield for Hoffaker with trips to his right side. Fires short and complete to Gian King as he'll pick up the first down.
Pass intended for and caught by number 8, Gian King. Pirates pick up a nice gain there as they eventually
fresh set of downs now on the 3rd down conversion by Cedar Creek. On the pitch and catch from Hoffaker to King. And Cedar Creek now, and they're at the farthest part of the field they've been in, Delsea territory tonight. Hoffaker pumps, has a man on the left sideline. It is caught and complete Touchdown, Cedar Creek. Jameer Canfield was streaking down the left sideline and found his way into the end zone for a touchdown. 36-yard pitch and catch from Riley Hoffaker to Jameer Canfield, and Cedar Creek finally finds the answer they've been looking for all night long.
Yeah, what a play. Deep bomb for a touchdown for Cedar Creek. And they were able to get the extra point even with the bobble, Chris.
So tide possibly
game.
turning here for Cedar Creek. We will see what the defense has to offer as the offense finally has found an answer.
Yeah, I wanted to let the fans know that as of right now, I'm trying to keep the clock. So if you see the clock, that's just to give you guys a guideline, an idea. Right now, it is official, 9:45 on the clock. I'm going to try to keep up with what the officials are providing us as far as time in the scoreboard. I'll do my best, but it is not an official time on the clock. We're just putting it up. I'm working. We working over here. There's a lot going on right now, but our normal system that plugs into the scoreboard is not compatible. So, yeah. Even after ordering in everything that we would need, but
the 9 different wires needed for all the scoreboards. Yeah,
it's neither here nor there, but a good ball game right now here at Cedar Creek.
Christopher Sandoval on to kick this one away here for Cedar Creek after the 36-yard touchdown catch from Jameer Canfield on the dime, put right in the breadbasket by Riley Hoffaker.
We got a ball game.
Line drive kick for Sandoval. That one's going to go into the end zone. And so far tonight, special teams have fairly been on Cedar Creek's side for just about the entire night. The Crusaders will take over on their own 20-yard line after the touchback, as Milo Gebbard let that one roll into the end zone.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you'll want to get your 50-50 tickets out now, as we'll be calling out the winning number shortly.
Yeah, these scores coming in right now. Our guys over at Camden, Willenboro game. Camden's up 25-6 at the half.
Reardon hands off on the left side. There's a flag on the play. This one's probably coming back.
Ball handed off to number 10, Daniel Russo.
Looks like maybe a hold of some sort, or maybe an illegal formation.
It looks like there is a flag.
See what the official call is here. There is going to be an official ruling made.
It was an illegal formation.
Illegal formation was the call.
That'll back them up 5 yards from the previous spot.
So first and 15 now for Delsea after a pretty decent run by Dan Russo was negated by an illegal formation call. Crusaders will back it up and do it again. The other half of this bracket, Somerville leads Ocean City 16-0 in the second quarter, as there's a toss up the far sideline, and Joel Anderson gets a couple of yards as he was initially met in the backfield.
Yep. Hey, man. Hey, upset alert. We got to keep an eye on this one. The Toms River North Kingsway game tied at 14 right now at the half, so we got to keep an eye. It's a pretty good game. I think a lot of people already had Kingsway losing that game in their mind. So Toms River North, one of the powerhouse programs here in the state of New Jersey.
We've got an injured Pirate on the field. And with that, we'll actually look around more scores around South Jersey during the injury timeout, if I can get any service now, as my service has kind of gone down here. Washington Township was up 21-0 on Cherry Hill East at halftime. I know Millville was up pretty big on Marlboro out of the Shore Conference. Rancocas Valley and Hillsborough were tied up 21-21 in the third quarter. Woodstown leads Pennsville 7-6. They just took the lead. Shawnee up 19-10 on Middletown North. Shalleck up on Paulsboro 27-12 at halftime. Mainland up 34-0 on Holmdel at halftime. We are back now after the injury timeout, and it looks like Delsea will call timeout after the injury timeout. So another intermission as we look for more scores here around South Jersey. Toms River North takes a 21-14 lead over Kingsway with a little over halfway through the third quarter. Haddonfield ties, just tied up the game against Wall, 7-7.
0-5-4-7-1-1.
I'm terrible at this time thing, Chris. If I forgot I was doing it, I'm going to make an adjustment. I'm going to focus on it. It's hard to do 4 things at one time, man.
Somerville just scored again on Ocean City. They're up 24-0 now in the second quarter. The other half of the Central Jersey Group 3 bracket. And we are now back from the timeout. 2nd and 10 now for Delsea as Reardon bobbles the snap, falls on top of it, loses about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Number 12, Jimmy Reardon takes the snap.
Loss of about 2.
There may have been a bobble. They'll fall on top of it for a 3-yard loss on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13 coming up now after the loss of yards as Jimmy Reardon could not handle the snap under center. Huge 3rd down play coming up here for Delsea. Reardon rolls out to the right side, facing pressure. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Cedar Creek comes up with a sack there on the play.
Sacked in the backfield by number 72,
Aiden Jinks on the sack. And Cedar Creek has all the momentum in the world on their side now after the big sack by Aiden Jinks.
Huge loss on the play for Delsea. That'll back them up inside the 10-yard line where it'll be 4th and forever.
So 4th and a country mile, and Delsea going to try and get this punt off, and they do. Bethea takes it, about a 2-yard return there, and just run out of bounds. Cedar Creek will set up shop in Delsea territory at about the Delsea 47.
Up around midfield.
Yeah, good defensive stand there by Delsea.
Number 4, Junior Bethea.
By Cedar Creek forcing a 3 and out, getting a big sack.
47-yard line. Pirates will take over in Delsea territory. It'll be 1st and 10.
So Cedar Creek now, after the sack by Aiden Jinks, takes over on the Delsea 47-yard line. Hoffaker under center. Fakes the handoff to Dunbar. Hoffaker looks downfield, fires, has a man. It is incomplete, and I thought my eyes were deceiving me at first, but the flag is thrown as Darius Benjamin pretty much had a DB draped over top of him there, and along the way, here comes a defensive pass interference penalty on Delsea.
Delsea defense may have gotten a piece of Benjamin. He's in the middle of his route.
Yeah, Cedar Creek has a ton of confidence right now, starting to stretch the field, feeling like they can run past Delsea.
That'll make it first down at the 32-yard line.
So push up the Cedar Creek offense 15 yards, and here's a handoff to
I don't know why
Dunbar.
it keeps doing this.
It's like false start of some sort. Yeah, it is a false start on Cedar Creek. So back up the offense 5 yards.
Give back 5 yards.
Pirates still have first and 15 off of the false start.
Yeah, sorry. We're not going to be able to keep this score. I don't know what's going on. Every time I click at the start, it goes back to 10. So we'll keep it up at 0-0 with 6:58 remaining here in the third quarter.
Looks like we'll have a penalty here.
We have another penalty before the snap.
Back-to-back false start penalties on Cedar Creek.
That'll be back-to-back false starts for the Cedar Creek offense.
So first and 20 coming up now for Cedar Creek after back-to-back false start penalties.
From the previous spot. And that'll make it first and 20.
Hoffaker with trips to his left now, joined by Benjamin in the backfield. Hoffaker fires a Benjamin on the screen. Benjamin gets out of bounds.
Good job by
About
Delsea defense.
2 yards.
Yeah, coming up, making the tackle, limiting his the yards he was able to gain there to about 2 or 3 yards.
That was Jonathan Harris there in the backfield trying to deflect the pass from Hoffaker, but Hoffaker was able to pump fake and hold on. So second and 18 coming up now for Cedar Creek. Bethea motions over to the left side. Hoffaker drops back, looks to the right side, pulls it down, is going to run it. Hoffaker slides. Smart play there from Hoffaker, as it seems like he had nobody open, so he pulled it down and ran it short of the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a little bit of the game that I would like to see him develop a little bit more. When it's not there, just take off. Also, they could include him into the run game a little bit just to give them something else to watch. Good job right there by Riley.
So third and about 12 coming up now. Hoffaker drops back, looks to his right, fires across the middle. It is intercepted! Dan Russo on the interception, gets up the near sideline. He's got blockers. Dan Russo will be shoved out of bounds at about the, looks like about the Delsea 46-yard line. Huge pick there for Delsea as Cedar Creek was finding their groove there. And Russo stepped in front of that one and snagged it.
Yeah, big time play by the UPenn commit. Dan Russo able to pick that off, dropping back deep into coverage. And that goes back to what I was saying before. They aren't really respecting the run in those obvious pass situations. They're definitely dropping deep, getting their depth. So you want to hit them, if you can, early down pass but those offensive penalties kind of put Cedar Creek behind the sticks, and they were forced to pass.
So the future Quaker comes up with the interception, and Delsea will take over on their own 44-yard line. Toss out to Anderson on the left side. Anderson dragged down in the backfield. Huge play there by Justice Payton there on a tackle for a loss.
Great play. Stretching it out. Payton coming and cleaning up, getting the tackle.
So 2nd and 12 now on the tackle for a loss by Justice Payton.
5:28 and running.
Reardon fakes the handoff to Russo, takes himself up the right side. Positive gain there. Gets about a gain of 7.
Yeah, running this offense, man, you have to play disciplined football. You can't allow your eyes to trick you. You have to read your keys. It's going to be a lot of motion, a lot of flashing in front of you and all of that. You have to stay disciplined, stay committed to your read, because the one time you don't is when they're off to the races.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, when I played a division with a bunch of wing T teams, like when Buna used to run the wing T. I'm not sure if they still do now. Lower Cape May ran the wing T. New Egypt ran the wing T. So a lot of practice was, certain groups, focusing on reading the keys in the Indian semi-sessions as Russo takes the handoff up the middle there. Gets the first down with it.
Ball handed off up the middle to number 10, Daniel Russo. Russo brought down just beyond the line to gain.
So a fresh set of downs on the dive by Dan Russo. First and 10 from the Cedar Creek 44. Russo on the handoff again up the middle. Going to be brought down after a gain of about 1.
Back-to-back handoff to number 10, Daniel Russo.
This is Delsea type of game that they're trying to implement right now. They're slowly chipping away at that clock as it's 3:20 and running. It's going to be 2nd down, so don't be surprised. They're definitely trying to eat this clock. They're moving methodically. This is a big down right here for Cedar Creek.
2nd and 8 after the 2-yard run by Russo. Reardon fakes handoff to Russo up the middle. Reardon keeps himself. Jimmy Reardon, he's going to be gone. No one will catch him. Jimmy Reardon, touchdown, Delsea.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm psychic or not, but that was a big down. That was a big down right there, because you wanted to try to stop them, put them at a 3rd and long. That way, you can kind of control what they're trying to do, but they ran that triple option, and he got off to the left side and outran the defense.
Aeneas Tavella on to kick the extra point here for Delsea's 2nd one tonight. Tavella's kick is up, and it is good. Delsea takes a 14-7 lead with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Just as Cedar Creek started the 2nd half with momentum, Delsea back in the driver's seat.
All right, number 24, Logan Cordero on the kickoff. Back deep for the Pirates, number 4, Junior Bethea. Number 8, Gian King.
Short line drive kick taken in here by Darius Benjamin. Benjamin runs into his own man, and his forward progress will be stopped after the Cedar Creek 40-yard line. College basketball has finally gotten underway, and some South Jersey guys have been getting some time here. As speaking of Camden High, Boog Robinson has checked in for Monmouth, got 22 minutes tonight. 4 points and 8 boards. Shawnee's Andrew Ball with 11 points, 5 boards, as they're currently down by 34 to Temple in the Garden State Jam, or I think it's what the showcase is called. Nonetheless, we are still focused on football down here at Egg Harbor City as Hoffaker hands off the middle to Dunbar. Dunbar's got room. He's got a lot of room. He's going to get the first down. Amir Dunbar, big run there to try and swing momentum back to the Pirates.
Yeah, I'm watching Amir Dunbar. We don't get an injury report or anything like that before the game, but it looks like he's has a little limp to him. Looks like he may have some type of ankle issue. That's probably why we're not seeing a heavy dose of him, because every time he touches the ball, he definitely gets positive yards.
Dunbar again on the carry on the right side. Another gain there of 5 yards.
Ball once again goes to number 7, Amir Dunbar.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, Chris. Probably nursing an injury, but he's usually a little more explosive once he gets the ball, but he's still able to be serviceable right now. I mean, you've been holding him back. You haven't really let him loose. It's 150 in the third.
Hoffaker on the fake bubble screen heads up to Dunbar on the draw. Positive gain there again, and we did get a somewhat injury report as one of our guys that covered the game against Ocean City, Amir Dunbar, did hurt his ankle against Ocean City. I can tell also because looking at the cleats, seeing if there's looking for any kind of brace or any wrap. The one side, one ankle does have some extra wrap or maybe extra spat on that cleat to support the ankle. Here's Dunbar again.
You know what? I like to see them spread it out. I don't know if they want to do it with Amir Dunbar, but if they could get a full back in there with them, where they can run like a quarterback draw as well, because right now I think they kind of picked up on Delsea kind of playing back off of them, so it's just the front four and the linebackers. So if you show pass, they get into their drops and then run the quarterback, power or quarterback counter. It would be pretty good.
Swing pass on the left side, out of reach for King, and incomplete. That'll bring up second down. Like right there, it seemed like Delsea was sort of kind of honoring the run a little bit there, as they showed before. Fake swing pass, hand off to Dunbar on a draw. But right there, the linebackers are kind of caught like, hey, is this going to be a draw? Is this going to be a swing pass? So
yeah, for sure. And one thing, as coming up being an offensive coordinator, one thing that you want to do is you want to run the ball even if you're not getting positive yards, because it still makes them respect the run. Maybe you can leak something in behind them as they come up to take their read steps.
Hoffaker going downfield looking for Benjamin. Incomplete. Broken up on the play.
Number 2, Riley Hoffaker drops back to pass.
Checking the number on the DB there that broke that one up. Looks like that might have been number 2 for Delsea. Adrian Shepard.
Crusader defense. Pass ball's incomplete. And that'll make it 3rd and 10.
So 3rd and 10 now for back-to-back incompletions from Hoffaker. On the Delsea 35-yard line. Hoffaker drops back, faces some pressure on his blind side. Throws it up downfield. It is intercepted. Hoffaker was facing some pressure and just chucked it up, and Jimmy Reardon comes up with the interception.
I know a lot of people may be mad at that, but you know what? That's like a punt. They'll get the ball, you know, right at the, like, what, 20-yard line?
The 20-yard line, yes.
Yeah, you would have had to punt it anyway. Sure, you wouldn't have. Still a whole quarter left. You more than likely are not going for it in that situation. So I know it's an interception, but it's not that costly at the moment.
Spot the ball at the 20-yard line. It'll be first down.
So Delsea, after the interception by Jimmy Reardon, takes over on their own 20-yard line. 42 seconds left here in the third quarter as Anderson takes the handoff up the left side. Anderson breaks a tackle, trucks over another one, and he'll be short, possibly short of the first down. We'll see where they mark him. And they're going to say he got there.
Critical spot right now for Cedar Creek. You see some of the players kind of losing it a little bit. Their body language is kind of showing, you know, a little defeat right now. They got to kind of get it together. Game's not over. It's a long, you know, you still got a lot of time left. And right now is gut check time. Listen, if you're a senior, you know, you don't want your season to be over. And even if you're a junior, you don't want your season to be over. You got to get focused. You got to, you know, dial in, you know. But we'll take a quick audio break.
by the Cedar Creek defense after what would have been a
Sorry about that with the audio. We kind of have to mute it. We don't want the broadcast to get taken down with the all of the copyrighted music. So forgot about that. I apologize, but
that'll back them up 5 yards from the previous spot, and they will repeat third down.
So third and about 18 coming up for Delsea here after the illegal motion. If you're Cedar Creek, you got to be expecting possibly some sort of waggle or boot. Gives a reverse to Anderson. Anderson's got room. Joel Anderson trucks a man, but he's going to be short of the first down marker. About a 17-yard run there and a back-breaking run for Delsea.
just was talking about it, Chris. Boot, waggle, trap, right? Counter. Just coming back. Man, that's a big-time game right there for Delsea. Put them at 4th and short. And this is back in a favorable position for Delsea after the fumble, the penalty. They get right back into a manageable down, and you know who's getting the ball right now.
4th and 1. Jimmy Reardon on the sneak. He's going to get it and gain a yard with it. Delsea, as the series looks fairly bleak, ends up with a fresh set of downs now on a 17-yard run from Joel Anderson on 3rd and 18 and a quarterback sneak for a first down.
Tick, tick, tick. 6:33 on the clock and running.
They'll resume the drive here from the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Clock ever so slowly ticking down here as Delsea with the death by 1,000 paper cuts offense that they're currently in. Russo on the handoff, going to be stuffed, still upright, and gains about 2 yards.
Yeah, anybody wondering about the audio, we mute the audio when there's copyrighted music. We would rather you see what's going on versus not. So once they start playing any type of copyrighted music, we're going to mute the audio. You will not hear us. So you can view the broadcast.
Play 11 of this drive coming up here as Reardon takes a handoff to Russo, gets up the left side. Reardon still on his feet, going to be short possibly of the first down. So he was spun out of bounds. It looked like short of the first down marker.
Takes it on the quarterback sweep around the left side.
Is short of the first down, so 3rd and short. Coming up now for Delsea, call it 3rd and 2.
Brought down by number 6, Jawan McIntosh Ward. And that'll make it 3rd and 2.
.431 and running.
Reardon hands off to Russo. Russo up the middle, puts his foot in the ground. Dan Russo will get in for the touchdown. Had one man to beat, made a miss, and scoots in for the score. And that's exactly what Delsea wanted right there. They go up 2 scores after the Dan Russo touchdown run.
Yeah, that might be it, Chris. It's still time for Cedar Creek to get back into this, but they're going to. You have to get a quick score, then you have to force a 3 and out for Delsea and get the ball and score again. Kind of tough one, but just looking at this, Delsea is the defending state champion, and this is. I know they're on the road, more than 70% of their season. they were running a different style of offense, playing a lot different than they played the year before, the year that they won the championship. They make adjustments. You know, some of the old guys come back in to help the new guys kind of with the transition. And guess what? They turn things around, go on the road, knock off Burlington Township, and now they're here on the road on the verge of knocking off Cedar Creek again. So their road back to the state championship is going to be one where they're going to put a lot of miles on that bus. They may have to go up to Somerville.
Yeah, Somerville's up 30-6 at halftime right now over Ocean City. I mean, right now they got Cedar Creek on the ropes, and I mean, hope they're paying the bus drivers. The bus drivers getting a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean,
big payday for the bus drivers for Delsea these next couple weeks.
Exactly.
The most fitting memorial and funeral services to honor your loved one. And Boba Speed School, speed and performance.
So Cordero on to send this one back deep for Delsea.
Back deep to receive for the Pirates, number 1, Jameer Canfield, number 4, Junior Bethea. On to kick off for Delsea, number 24, Logan Cordero.
Cordero, high kick by taking them in by Bethea. Bethea has a crease. Here goes freshman Bethea. Big return there from freshman Bethea. And that might be what Cedar Creek's looking for to start this drive.
Definitely. Got to take a shot. I come out, take a shot. First play. Overload. Maybe run a trips formation, single the backside, try to get a one-on-one matchup, see if we can beat Delsea deep for a quick score.
They've got the guys, obviously. We saw earlier on the touchdown, Jameer Canfield had a guy beat his guy deep with some safety over top, but, they got guys. They got King, they got Benjamin, they got Bethea, they got, a multitude of receivers that can try and, beat you deep with. Take over at midfield. Hoffaker drops back, faces some pressure, eventually gets rid of it. It's a man in the face on his own team on the sideline, incomplete. 4:09 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Under pressure, he's got to get rid of this one out of bounds. I'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, if you look at the safeties are playing about 20 yards deep. So you have to be able to, hold up blocking wise to give your quarterback enough time to allow those receivers to get deep into their routes.
Hoffaker drops back, finds his man Campfield. Big gain there. And Coach James Melody will keep those timeouts in his back pocket. And they're going to be in the 2-minute offense here with 4 minutes left to play.
It's a great job.
Pirates will look to go to the hurry-up offense. It'll be first down.
Hoffaker fires right side. It is caught. And he's going to be in for the touchdown. Darius Benjamin goes up top, holds it in, makes the man miss. And Cedar Creek answers back 3 plays after a Delsea touchdown. And there's that quick score that you're talking about there, Rod.
Yeah, you definitely was able to get a quick strike downfield, get the matchups that you wanted. Now you have 3:50 on the clock. I don't know if I will go with an onside or a deep kick, but defensively we have to get a 3 and out. We have to force them into a situation where they're able to give us the ball back. We got to be disciplined. We got to play the best defense that we played all season on this next possession.
30-yard pitch and catch from Riley Hoffaker to Darius Benjamin. And Benjamin, as soon as he went up top and got it, he did the rest. Found his way in for the score. So now these Pirates cut into the Delsea lead. They only trail 21-14 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here to play in regulation.
Yep. And if you're Delsea, you want to run the best, version of your offense that you've been running, since you guys made the switch back to the wing T, or back to this version of the wing T this season, I'll say. But, yeah, for them, that's what they definitely want to do. They want to eat up the clock, the remaining 3:50. Still a lot of time, like I said before. It's a lot of time where the game is not over. But if you allow Delsea to just move the ball methodically, this thing is, you know, it could be over faster than we think. So I don't know. I might kick it deep, man. I don't know if I'm going for the onside.
Short little squib kick here, taken in by, that is Luke Van Auken, the tight end, the junior.
And I just want to speak to that. The reason why I'm thinking I want to kick it deep, because if I'm able to get a 3 and out, that's going to help me in the field position, right? With the squib kick, you lose about 20 yards, 20 to 25 yards if you're able to stop them. Now you have to go 80 yards or, 70 yards instead of going, 60. It's just a mathematical thing right now. Every yard counts right now.
Delsea will take over on their own 39 after the short kick was taken in by Luke Van Auken. Reardon hands off to Russo up the middle. Russo breaks a couple tackles. Big gain there from Russo. And that'll bring up second and medium now for Delsea.
Now, no, I know they're, focusing on the run, stopping the run. But do not get fooled and get beat over the top with the pass right now. I don't think that's a gamble, but it's one that they may be calculated to take that chance, looking for a dagger. But, 3:08 on the clock and running.
High risk, high reward gamble there. Reardon hands off to Russo again. Russo on the left side. Daniel Russo stiff arms a man. He's still upright. Taken down by Camfield eventually. But a huge run there by Dan Russo.
Man, that was a mean physical run right there.
Russo forces his way up the middle. Looks to bounce it outside to the left and he gets to the second level.
Daniel Russo most likely fairly over 100 yards rushing tonight on the ground. And he is setting up Delsea a fairly good field position in Cedar Creek territory.
Yeah, in our other game over on D2 Sports Network, in the fourth quarter, Camden is up 41-6.
Russo again on the handoff at the left side. Another big run from Russo. Looks like he may be short of the first down marker.
Number 10, Daniel Russo.
Timeout Cedar Creek as Russo gains 8 yards on that run. Some more scores around South Jersey tonight in the semifinal portion. Washington Township is up 35-0 on Cherry Hill East. Holy Spirit's up 38-0 on Donovan Catholic. Shawnee is up 27-17 on Middletown North. RV is up 35-28 on Hillsborough with 1:11 left. So we are back now. Sneak from Reardon. Looks like he'll get the first down. Long quarterback sneak there. Ends up paying off. Almost like a flying V formation there and just kind of stayed behind the line. So another set of downs, fresh set of downs now for Delsea.
That'll be first down.
Yeah, they ran that wedge, that quarterback wedge right there where all the linemen pinch down and they go for the quarterback sneak to get the positive yards, 138. Looks like, this is a tough situation right here for Cedar Creek. But for Delsea, it looks like they're going to continue their their run to defend the state championship.
Here goes Dan Russo, and Russo is going to be brought down. Maybe it looks like he possibly went down on his own.
Yeah.
Save some time there. Smart play there by Russo. Is that possibly could be the dagger on that run, but who knows? Is obviously anything could still be in play here.
Experiencing some type of technical difficulty. Somebody was banging on. Yeah. Just give us a second, please.